Ciao ragazzi! In this video, you will learn how to use modal verbs. Modal verbs are extremely useful. They help you to express wants, needs, and possibilities. They are able to do this as they pair up with other verbs. And this will make more sense as we see some examples. Before we look into too much detail, we need to make sure that we are familiar with two grammatical terms: infinitive verb and conjugated verb. In English, an infinitive verb is the to form, such as to be, to go, to watch, or to study. In Italian, an infinitive verb is the original form of the verb with the are, ere, or ire endings. For example, studiare. The infinitive is also known as the name or the title of the verb. A conjugated verb is a verb that has been changed to suit the subjects. In other words, whoever is carrying out the action. In English, conjugated verbs don't change very much from their infinitive form. For example, I study, you study, he or she studies, we study, all of you study, and they study. In Italian, however, we know that the conjugated verbs do change because all of the endings are different. So, io studio, tu studi, lui lei studia, noi studiamo, voi studiate, loro studiano. So let's look at three modal verbs. Volere, to want, potere, to be able to, and dovere, to have to. All of these are irregular, so they need to be memorized. Volere becomes io voglio, tu vuoi, lui lei vuole, noi vogliamo, voi volete, loro vogliono. Potere, io posso, tu puoi, lui lei può, noi possiamo, voi potete, loro possono. And dovere, io devo, tu devi, lui lei deve, noi dobbiamo, voi dovete, loro devono. So we know how the modal verbs are conjugated, but how are they actually used in a sentence? Here is a formula that can help. We have a conjugated modal verb plus an infinitive main verb. For example, io devo studiare. I have to study. So this is the conjugated modal verb, io devo, I have to. And then studiare is left in the infinitive form. So I have to study. Lei vuole guardare la TV. She wants to watch television. Noi possiamo ascoltare la musica. We can listen to music. As a rule, in Italian, we never have two conjugated verbs side by side. Once the first verb has been conjugated, the second must be in infinitive form. So we would never see something like this. Tu devi indossi la divisa. We need to change the second verb to an infinitive. So, tu devi indossare la divisa. You have to, or you must, wear the uniform. We would never see something like voi volete parlate italiano. We need to change the second verb to an infinitive. So, voi volete parlare italiano. All of you want to speak Italian. And another example. Loro capiscono l'inglese, we need to make our second verb infinitive. So, loro possono capire l'inglese. They are able to understand English. So remember to practice and memorize these very useful modal verbs, and remember the formula. Conjugated modal verb plus infinitive of a main verb. Arrivederci e buon lavoro.